In this video, we will go over how to integrate our offline materials with the online social-emotional learning program. While our online courses are all self-paced and standalone courses, using our offline resources can help your students get even more out of our courses. Let's look at an example. We're going to go to the Help Center's resources page, then select Social Emotional Learning and scroll down to select the Level 3 week-by-week guide. You should also download the Level 3 Self-Awareness PDF file from the handout section, which contains all of the handouts for the first unit. We'll come back to this. Beginning with page 1 of the week-by-week guide, which corresponds to day 1 of the course and the introduction of a new unit, scroll down to see the SEL competency, article, and the Common Core standards that will be covered in that unit. Below that, you'll see the days in class routine and a vocabulary list. Each vocabulary word appears in the article that students will read online. Let's look at the class routine. You can start by displaying the name of the unit, self-awareness, on the board and sharing the definition at the top of the vocabulary list. Next, provide students with copies of our self-evaluation handout, which you can find in that handout PDF packet you downloaded earlier. These PDFs are fillable, meaning that you can share them with your students online to fill out and save on their devices, or you can print and share these in the classroom. After completing the self-evaluation, students have the option of sharing their responses with the class. Next, have students watch the welcome video and the self-awareness intro video. Then read the online unit introduction article, Introduction to Self-Awareness, as a class. Finally, have students answer the question, why do you think self-awareness is important, in the paragraph response handout. This can also be found in that PDF file packet. You'll also notice a graphic organizer in the PDF packet. We'll come back to this shortly. Next, we're moving on to day 2 of the week-by-week guide. First, students will complete the self-reflection handout for feelings. Next, students will read the online article, Feelings.
Everyone in Ms. Lee's class had an emotional day. Emotions are the things you feel. That's why they're also called your feelings.
After this, students will go to that graphic organizer, second page in the PDF packet. This prompts students to write the main idea after reading each article, followed by a brief self-reflection question. Note that this is only for articles after the unit introduction, so in this case, it would begin with day 2. The first article's main idea is already filled in as an example, so students can just answer the self-reflection this time. Next, students will complete the week's online lessons, which include a sorting game, decision-making game, open response activity, and a summary. Finally, you can end the day's lesson with an offline discussion activity. We provide a few suggested activity types and discussion questions. Next comes the third page of the week-by-week guide, which actually covers days 3 through 5 of that week, so you can spread these activities out over several days as needed. First, you'll see it mentions 2 worksheets, My Emotion Wheel, Graphic Organizer, and Design Your Own. So you'll go back to that PDF packet and find these. Students will complete these handouts to reflect on their own emotions. Going back to the week-by-week, you'll see another handout called An Emotional Moment, Explore, calling for students to imagine a scenario that would cause a lot of emotions. Then students will act out one of these scenarios in class and afterwards discuss it. As you can see, our week-by-week guide provides an in-depth classroom routine that you can follow as closely as you'd like. Of course, you can also just use the online program if that makes more sense for your class. Thank you for taking the time to explore our offline resources. We hope this has been helpful.